I'm get a pro chef from Thailand. The way you've been eating Pad Kra Pao is wrong. I'm doing a 2-plate test of Pad Kra Pao. It's up to you to guess which one is authentic and which one is tourist trash. Let's get eating. Menu, first red flag. They've got international food here. Never a good sign. Anywhere that claims to serve pizza, pasta, and Thai food is probably doing all three of them shit. Let's inspect the dish.
Okay, there's a couple of things here I've spotted instantly. First up is the kai dao, or the egg. Now, it looks a bit greasy. The edges are not crispy, as they should be. And it just looks a bit sad and lifeless. The yolk still looks runny, though.
I've got the exact same order, so that the judging stays fair. This is a billion times better looking than the other one. First up, that kai dao, that fried egg. As you can see, it is crispy on the edges, exactly as it should be. The yolk is still rare, but you're still going to have that texture, that bite, that crunch that you need with proper kai dao. Another big red flag is this. All these little pieces of green beans. Real Pad Kra Pao is made with the protein, so whatever meat you cooked, the basil and the herbs, but no vegetable filler. True Pad Kra Pao is all killer, no filler. Drop a comment if you can name the album. 0 vegetables. All killer, no filler. They're not bulking this out with green beans or peppers or sweet corn, any of that crap. This is all protein and herbs, exactly as it should be.
Third red flag, that. Look at that liquid pooling there at the bottom of the plate. That means this is either potentially, they've added water to this for some insane reason, or that the meat was potentially frozen, which I think it was.
The Pad Kra Pao itself, the stir fry, this has been dry fried. And you can tell because there's no liquid, there's no sauce, which is exactly how it should be when it's authentic. These guys use pork lard or pork fat to start off their cooking process. Look at the shine on that. It is dry, but it's not lacking moisture. That shine comes from the pork fat that I mentioned earlier.
Another red flag, random vegetable garnish. Now, tomato and cucumber is generally served with fried rice dishes in Thailand, but definitely not with Pad Kra Pao. If you were to garnish this with anything, it would be crisp basil leaves.
I want you to look carefully at that meat. What do you think's wrong with it? Drop a comment right below if you can spot it before I mention it. 3, 2, 1. There is zero caramelization on that, which means there's going to be 0 wok. They haven't let the sugars cook out of the meat. They haven't stir-fried at a high heat. It honestly just looks like boiled mince.
Let's see if that yolk is how we want it to be. Good. Okay. It's a decently cooked runny yolk. Okay, and that's what we're after. However, there's 0 crispiness around the edges of the egg itself. And the whole thing looks a little bit oily. It's not been drained off or allowed to dry after it's been fried.
That's the money shot. That egg is cooked perfectly. Rare, runny yolk, and a really nice, crispy, crunchy edge on the outside. Bit of everything on there. So we've got some rice, some egg, and some of the stir fry itself.
I'm using an experienced eye to look at this. So I knew what this was going to taste like before I even put it in my mouth. It tastes watery. It's either maybe the meat's been frozen and the water's leaked out of it, or they've just put some stock or some water in the wok as they've been cooking it. Basil, you can taste. The Thai basil you can taste. There's a tiny hit of chili in there. It's tourist bitch level spicy. The egg yolk has been cooked well. It goes in some way to create a sauce, but now it's mixed in with all that runny water juice stuff. It's made the whole thing taste watery.
Even just looking at this, I know it's better than the other one. There's no watery bullshit running around on the plate. There's no pointless garnish. And that egg, look at the crispy edges. It is cooked fucking perfectly. Build your bite. Pork, rice, and egg all up on there. That is fucking fantastic. You can feel an intense burn sort of the back of your mouth, especially from the dried chilies, which hit differently to fresh chilies. And then there's a deep sort of umami, savory undercone. There's a dry chili heat at the back, but the thing that comes through the most is that sort of savory pork lard, which they've cooked it in, and that huge punch from the fresh basil.
No hate on the restaurant. This is a super touristy part of town. It's near Khao San Road. So it is an international crowd, which is why they temper and kind of dial down the flavors and everything. That said, there's no excuse for some of just the technical errors made in this dish.
This is Gapao Tapae, and this is where you can get the best Pad Kra Pao here in Bangkok. I'm talking authentic, I'm talking real. If you love learning about food, seeing full technical breakdowns, and actually knowing how to eat properly, ping me a subscribe because I've got plenty more here on Get Eats in a bit, guys.